Hello and welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be creating for Craftangles and I decided to create a set of 2 ATC cards. So here I have cut out my ATC card base, that's 2.5 inches into 3.5 inches using the Craftangles cardstock. And for my first step I am going to be priming it with the Craftangles clear gesso. For my next step, I want to use the Craftangles transfer sheets, and here I have picked out the vintage flourishes and just cut out 2 flourishes that I would like to use on my base. So I've just made sure to cut along that design, leaving a little border, and now I'm going to transfer the image onto my card base, so something like that. This is very simple and easy to do. All you need is a little cup of water and sponge. And after having cut the design, I just need to peel off the transparent backing. And place my design on my page where I want it. So at the bottom, gluing it down from one side and smoothing it out so that there are no air bubbles in between. So I'm just going to press it down and gently wetting my sponge. I'm going to dab the wet sponge onto my pattern. And now with that wet, I can just clearly slide off the black backing. And that's it. I have my transfer image right there. So I'm going to do the same thing for my second card. Now we just need to set this aside to dry naturally. This takes just a couple of minutes to dry naturally. And with that done, now I can begin adding my textures. So for my first texture, what I want to do is use some background stamps and add a little element there just with black ink. I'm planning to use just 2 colors, that's purple and pink, because I wanted to use the love notes as my focal element and bring in a little bit of this pink in my background, but add a second color which would be purple. So first what I want to do is use a pink archival ink with one stencil and slightly add a little texture on my background. Now I want to use the new texture paste that Craftangles launched, which is clear gloss paste, using a second stencil here. While my clear paste is still wet, what I'm also going to do is add a little shimmer. So I'm going to be using the Craftangles shimmer dust for this because our theme this month is shimmer and glitter, and this would be a great way of adding in that shimmer on my background. So here I have just fussy cut some elements from the Love Notes element pack, and I'm just going to glue them down in place, and that really makes for some adorable ATC cards. To complete them, I'm just going to add a word or a phrase. So to complete them, all I've done is use some chipboard and mounted them on black cardstock and added a few sequins and a little phrase. So that's a look at my adorable little ATCs. They've turned out really well, and I like all the beautiful textures in the background as well as my cute focal elements. I really hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial today. Do hit the thumbs up and let us know, and do leave your comments, that always encourages and motivates us. Until the next time, take care and bye bye.